They came in a wagon from St. Joe, Missouri. Grandmother was 7 years old. I remember she said she walked most of the way through the rain and the mud and the cold. She saw the Comanche. They came into camp, not the savage she had seen in her dreams. They were ragged and pitiful, hungry and cold, begging for salt pork and beans. They staked out a claim at the Cross Timbers breaks where the big herds went north to the rail, and one day a cowpuncher gave her a calf too young to survive on the trail. Their old Jersey cow gave more milk than they needed. The calf grew up healthy and strong. She staked him that fall in the grass by the creek and pampered him all winter long. In April, her daddy rode into Fort Worth with her calf on the end of his rope. He traded her prize for a red cedar trunk that she filled full of memories and hope. I found Grandmother's trunk hidden under a bed in a back room where she used to sleep. And I've spent the whole morning reliving her youth through the trinkets that she fought to keep. There's the old family Bible, yellowed and worn. On the first page was her family tree. She had traced it clear back to the New England coast, and the last entry she made was me. I unfolded a beautiful star-patterned quilt. In the corner she cross-stitched her name. I wonder how many children it kept safe and warm from the cold of the West Texas plain. There's a tattered old picture that says, "Mom, I love you." And though faded, there's a young soldier's face, and a medal of honor the government sent when he died in a faraway place. A cradle board covered with porcupine quills, traded for salt pork and beans, was laying on top of a ribbon that read, "Ford County Rodeo Queen." Dried flowers pressed in a book full of poems, and a card with this message engraved, "To my darling wife on our 25th year," and some old stamps my grandfather saved. Of course, there are pictures of her daddy's folks. They sure did look proper and prim. But I reckon if they were to come back to life, we'd look just as funny to them. Grandmother's life seemed so simple and slow, but the world started changing too soon. She heard the first radio, saw the first car, and lived to see men on the moon. Life on this planet is still marching on, and I hope that my grandchildren see my side of life through the trinkets I have saved, the way Grandmother's trunk does for me.